37 days ago, we began with 16 of the best org players in the community. They fought, they nominated, they negotiated, and they used their powers of corruption to get to the end of this game. We are now down to 3. And by the end of the night, someone will join Cody, Ronnie, and Jackson and become a part of an elite group of candidates known as the president of this org. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the season finale of the President Corrupt Bargain. None of this is possible without our fantastic news team. I want to introduce them one at a time. Christian could not make it here tonight, but Christian is like, let's go. So I will say that on his behalf. But first, to kick things off, please welcome Bill.
Let's go, Eric. I am so excited. Season 4 finale. I've got a chance to be on this prod team now for 3 seasons, and it's just the best. Like, we get to create our own Big Brother, and thank you. Well, enough roses for you. You just killed at your organization, and just the way you've put together this game is definitely noticed by all of the candidates and everyone that's watching. This season has been full of the elite, and we said it was going to be an active season, and from 16 to top 3, every single person proved just that. We have seen social maneuvering like no other, and, well, I mean, competitive prowess beyond this universe. And wow, I cannot wait to see what happens tonight.
Oh my gosh, and we are just about to end this season. It's going to end on a high note. Before we go and introduce our candidates, one more participating in his first finale,
Yes.
As part of our news team, Phil. Woo!
It's just nice to be on, at a finale. This is no, I mean, for my first season on production, it has been incredible to watch every step of the way. And the thing that I like the most about what we have here is all 3 of the people who made it to the end at some point during this game thought they had no chance, thought their game was over, and thought that they were about to be out of the White House. And they've all made it to the final 3 through very unique stories. And that makes this so special, because whoever wins, we have a fantastic story to tell at the end of this. So let's get it going.
Absolutely. 3 fantastic representatives for the President Corrupt Bargain. But as they say, there can only be one. Shall we introduce our final 3, the top 3 of the President Corrupt Bargain?
Yes.
All right. And Bill, you know what to do as I introduce them one by one. Let's introduce the top 3 of the President Corrupt Bargain. First up, please welcome Austin. Woo! How's it going, Austin?
It's going so well. How are you?
Doing well, fantastic. Next up, entering the White House ring for the top 3, please welcome Bridget. Bridget, how are you doing tonight?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing well. Excellent. Just enjoying the evening. And last but definitely not least, please welcome the one and only Haley. Haley, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Excellent. Wonderful. Welcome, everybody, to the top 3. This is it. This is for all the cookies. You cannot go any further in the days. It's only 37. But before we officially kick this off, I know there's a lot of excitement in the air. I just want to hear from each of you. You've heard from us. What does this season represent for you? Like, what would it mean to the 3 of you to win this game? Let's start with Austin.
I mean, for me personally, it's been a major personal battle. I used to play these games like constantly, and it was such like a great thing for me. And then it started not being fun. And so I had to like take breaks. And a lot of that was because of a lot of things that were going on in my personal life and with me internally. And being able to work on myself and make it this far in a game like this, win or not, has just been a major personal satisfaction goal. Very fulfilling.
Awesome. Thank you. And Bridget?
Yeah, I think that for me, I tend to in games kind of get through, early game, and then around jury phase, it gets really hard and I kind of like fold a little bit. And I really wanted this game to stick it out and know that I didn't leave anything on the table. And I feel like I've done that. And I'm really proud of myself, whatever happens tonight.
Awesome, Bridget. And Haley, last but not least.
This game would mean the world to me if I were to win and be the title of the president. It's been a crazy journey from the beginning of the game all the way up until day 37. So winning this game would mean the world. I've never been this far before. So whatever happens, I'm proud of everyone sitting here next to me.
Glad to hear it. 3 deserving candidates being in this spot. And no matter what happens, we were talking a little bit backstage before we went live. No matter what happens, be proud of the games you've all played. This has been quite an experience. And there's only one way that we can end this, by narrowing it down to our one, to become the president. Shall we do it? All right, take a deep breath. This is it. This is for all the cookies now. Let's do it. All right. Before we officially begin, I want to address the top 3 for a moment. Just as a reminder, the Electoral College is viewing this YouTube broadcast right now. Hello, Electoral College. So great to see you. They will be joining you at top 10. Wow. Top 2 to interrogate for the finale, but they are watching right now as of this time. You also have viewers who are tuning in on both Facebook and YouTube right now. So hello, everybody who's watching. Looks like we have 13 people tuning in. I'm sure that will grow as we get closer to announcing our winner. So with that in mind, quick recap for everybody. When we last left off on night 3, finale night, Jake left in 4th place. He is now watching you in the Electoral College. We then had part 1 of the front runner, in which Haley was able to balance the cups and ping pong balls in part 1. Yesterday night, we had our part 2, which was encryption, using numbers to decode questions about the pre-jury. And that winner was Austin, meaning Bridget will be on the block and Haley and Austin will be competing tonight for the final front runner of the season. So at this time, I'm going to send Bill, Phil, and Bridget backstage for a moment. We'll see you momentarily. Okay. And oh, wait a minute. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do the. I'm hitting remove. They're heading back. It's like, no. Excellent. We'll see you in a little bit, Bridget. All right. So Austin and Haley, before everything, you were told to bring a couple pieces of paper and like something to write with, just like we did for unnecessary censorship. So one of you is going to be the president, or Bridget, one of you is going to be the president of this game. And you're going to need some people to fill different cabinet positions. In fact, no joke, I think there's about like 200 cabinet positions like in the White House, like, secretary, undersecretary, deputy secretary, it adds up. But the President News team was able to compile 8 amazing candidates who we think would make excellent cabinet members for you. And they all happen to be members of the Electoral College. And we've even gone through and went back into the history of their game to talk about like the key points of their story in the president. But there is one problem. The facts were pretty good. I wouldn't say that they're about 100%. I think I would say for each one, there's at least one lie. So this competition is called Fake Facts. And here's how this works. I'm going to tell you 3 facts about each member of the Electoral College. In each fact, one of them, in each section, one fact is false. Your task is to tell me which of the facts are false. If you're correct, you get a point. The person with the most points after 8 prompts will win the final frontrunner of the season and a guaranteed spot in the finale. You should have A, B, and C as your cards. Awesome. I can see your letters. Perfect. And yep, Haley, I can see yours. Haley, I can see yours. And yep, I think you have an A as well. All right. Perfect. Yes, I can see it. Great. So just to be aware, Haley, there's a little bit of glare in your stage lights. So make sure that you can like really get that. Yeah, perfect. And I'll let you know too if I can't see it. So that will be great. Are there any questions about this comp? All right. For the final front runner of the season and a guaranteed spot in the President Corrupt Bargain finale, it is time to build your cabinet. It's time for some fake facts.
Good luck, Austin.
first juror we're going to talk about is Andrew. Which of the following is not true about Andrew's game? Was it A, he was the final nominee 4 times, B, competed in the Queen of Cups debate competition, or C, finished in the top 5 for Couch Crusaders frontrunner? You have 5 seconds for your response. Go ahead and reveal. Austin says B, Haley says C. The correct answer is B. He did not compete in the Queen of Cups debate. Austin has 1, Haley has 0. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about Jason. Which of the following is not true about Jason's game? Was it A, he finished in last in the Pyramid Scheme frontrunner, B, completed level 9 in Bouncing Heights, or C, scored over 500,000 in Card Sharks? Please wait 5 seconds before you reveal. Go ahead and reveal. Both of you said A. Correct answer was C. He only scored 412,000. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about Justin. Which of the following is not true about Justin's game? Was it A, he received 6 votes at the top 9 live poll, B, he sang Call Me Maybe and finished the lyrics, or C, he scored a 30 in WikiLeaks? Reveal. Both of you said C. Correct answer is C. He scored 36. Austin 2, Haley 1. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about Kevin. Which of the following is not true about Kevin's game? Is it A, he played his Suspend Your Campaign power on day 16, B, finished in second in the Flip Your Lid debate, or C, he scored 1350 points in the presidential Wordle debate? Reveal. Both of you are on a roll. The correct answer is indeed A. It was actually day 14. Austin 3, Haley 2. Let's talk a little bit about Louise. Which of the following is not true about Louise's game? Was it A, used 2 debate passes on day 18, B, finished in last place in the Card Sharks frontrunner, or C, put on a green hat during their cast reveal video? Reveal. Both of you are on a roll. The correct answer is indeed B. Louise actually finished in 4th place. Austin 4, Haley 3. Still a tight game. Next up is Sam. Which of the following is not true about Sam's game? Finished in 2nd place in the Queen of Cups debate. B, second person knocked out of Breaking Stories. Or C, completed their Dirty House of Cards debate slower than Andrew? Reveal. Both of you are on a roll. You know your candidates well. The correct answer is indeed A. Austin has 5, Haley has 4. There are 2 left. Which of the following is not true about Shayna's game? Was it A, saved Jason with the debate pass on day 9, B, scored higher than Megan in Card Sharks, or C, the final nominee 3 times? Reveal. Austin says B. Haley says C. If Austin is correct, then Austin will be the front runner. If Haley is correct, we are tied. The correct answer. And our final front runner of the season. Congratulations, Austin. You are through to the finale.
Congrats, Austin. That was a good battle.
Congratulations, Austin.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well
Good game.
done.
Awesome
What
job.
a battle. What a battle. Great job to both of you. That was really fun to watch. Well done. We are now going to immediately go into the live poll. As a reminder, Austin is the front runner. Haley and Bridget are the nominees. Austin will cast the sole vote tonight. But before Austin casts their vote, I'd like to give Bridget and Haley one final opportunity to plead their case as to why Austin should take them to the finale. We'll start with Bridget and then go to Haley. Bridget?
Okay, I forgot that this was a thing. I still think that I'm probably the least likely to win here. And I did mean what I said about I think that it would be very poetic for us to be at the final two together, and it feels meant to be. But do whatever you got to do, and I'm happy to be here with you.
Thank you, Bridget. Haley?
First off, I just want to say congratulations on winning. That was a really good battle back and forth. You deserve that shit. I'm proud of both of you guys. I'm really proud of you, Austin. You killed this fucking game. You're an incredible person. I would love to sit next to you and battle it out at the end, final two. We worked together really well in the beginning of this game, and we did so much together. We had so many ups, so many downs, so I would appreciate if you kept me. I respect your decision either way. Think about the votes that Bridget could have on her. I see Andrew voting for her. I see Sam probably voting for her. Just consider that. But I respect whatever you do. I love you.
Thank you, Haley. Austin, you are guaranteed second place and the title of vice president of this org. But now you face the most important decision of the game. You must decide if you would like to sit next to Bridget or Haley in the President Corrupt Bargain finale. This could be the difference between becoming the president or the vice president. Austin, are you ready to make this decision?
As ready as I'm going to be.
Well, now you are off mute. Please go ahead and announce your decision now.
Okay. On day 32 of this game, I went on a call with Sam where we exchanged game information for the first time in weeks. And in that conversation, I realized one thing, and that was that there were two people sitting between me and potentially winning this game. And one of those people was Shayna, and the other is you, Haley. I'm sorry, you've played an amazing game. I love the shit out of you, but I have to evict you.
Haley, it is official. Your campaign comes to an end tonight.
Thank you, guys. This was amazing. I'm so proud of both of you. I wish I could squeeze you guys. I'm so proud of both of you. I fucking love you. Don't let anyone ever degrade your game at all. You guys both deserve this. I respect it. Honestly, was probably a good decision, honestly. I fucking love you. LGBT all the way, baby. And I get to ask you guys some fucking questions. So, bye.
Haley, before you go, I just want to say something to you on behalf of the news team, on behalf of the Viewers Lounge, and everyone who's been watching this game. Be very proud of the game you played, Haley. You were absolutely wonderful to watch. And if I may share, this is your best placement in the game too. You were talking a little bit about that too, which is awesome as well. So proud of you, Haley. Great job tonight. Great job all season.
Thank you, guys. This was the best game I've ever played in my entire life. The production team is amazing. Truly. Thank you.
We love you. Be so proud of yourself.
Love you guys. Bye.
All right. We're going to add you to the Electoral College momentarily. Bridget, Austin, you did it. You have made it to the President Corrupt Bargain finale. Well done to the both of you. In one of the craziest seasons of The President to date, this is an extraordinary feat in and of itself. But now you have one final hurdle to conquer. In a few moments, it is 8:55. We're going to quickly just play the 5-minute intro, make sure that Haley's all set in the Electoral College. By the end of the 5-minute intro, we will be back and we will kick off the President Corrupt Bargain finale. So take a deep breath, run to the restroom, whatever you need to do. And very soon, we're going to be crowning our newest president. I'm so proud of both of you. Well done. We will see you in 5 minutes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the President's season finale. If you are just joining us, Haley voted out in third place, meaning our final two are Austin and Bridget. One of them will be the president of this org. They need no introduction. Please welcome your final two for season 4, Austin and Bridget. All right. Welcome. This is it. This is the moment you both have been preparing for. I'm just going to give a quick rundown of the rules for the viewers. And as a reminder to the Electoral College, we'll just go through the rules as well. So, viewers, our candidates have been asked to prepare a 3-minute opening statement and a 3-minute closing statement. The Electoral College will have 5 minutes to interrogate the final two, fishing for any information that's going to help them decide who's going to win this game. And then for the Electoral College, just keep an eye on the private chat portion. That'll be where we'll give you your 2-minute, your 1 minute, 30 seconds, wrap it up. And then after the closing statements, I will then say a few words, and then that will be the moment that the Electoral College can send their votes. So do not vote until the end of this segment. So, Austin, would you like to, as the winner of the frontrunner, would you like to speak first in both opening and closing, or second in both opening and closing?
Second, please.
Second? All right. So, Bridget, you will kick things off for both opening and closing. So, your time will officially start once Austin and I leave the screen, and then you say the first word, and then we will start the time. Best of luck to both of you. This is going to be really fun to watch. With that in mind, Bridget, kick it off.
I'm sure a lot of you are surprised to see me here tonight. I just want to start out by saying I'm not surprised at all. While I won't claim to have controlled the entire game or that I knew absolutely everything that would happen or that I was aware of what everyone was doing at all times, I stayed in control of my own positioning and capitalized on it every chance I could. My success, I think, in the game can be attributed to two things. One, my ability to make and leverage strong social bonds with key players. And two, my willingness to be on the bottom, trading power and control for influence and opportunity. So I started the game with nothing but a pre-game connection with Andrew and the knowledge that I was not playing the game half as quickly as everybody else. I was terrified, but I waited for more information and a chance to act. After feeling solid with Austin, Louise, Andrew, and Meg, based on good vibes, easy conversation, um, I was blindsided by Meg's eviction and I got all the information I needed. I used what I had learned in the first 3 rounds to turn a strong social connection with Sam into my most important game relationship. I don't think I can talk about my game without talking about Sam. I told her just about everything I knew, and that investment paid dividends. I gave her ammunition to take shots at Austin and Louise by sharing Louise's advantage and confirming Austin's all sides gameplay across the house. And when the dust settled, no one's guns were pointed at me. And let's remember this was all right after my disastrous frontrunner, which left my 3 nominees still in the game. But my position as an outsider helped me mend fences with Haley and Jake and led to the creation of the Big Dick Energy Alliance with Sam, Shayna, and Haley. Um, and this gave me just enough social capital to stay over Kevin, even though beating Austin in a comp was the name of the game, and I can't look at a cup without it falling over. Around Final 9, I made a Final 2 with Haley, knowing that Sam probably wasn't long for the game and would absolutely crush any one of us in the end. After Sam left, I realized that Austin genuinely wanted to keep me in the game, knowing that Shayna would probably be the hands down winner of anyone in the 5. I was one of Austin's loudest detractors, and almost everybody here fell victim to that impossible task of getting them out, except for me. I ended up in a Final 4 with 3 people swearing they would take me to 2. This was not an accident. I prepared for this. I put in the work and set myself up to be here. My game wasn't perfect, and I know I missed out on some opportunities for more optimal play and being able to play with more of you more closely, but I am so proud of the game I played, and I can't wait to answer your questions about it.
Thank you, Bridget. Next up, we have Austin.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the finale of what I have personally dubbed the Summer of Sopco. Whether I meant to or not, from the very beginning of this game, I was creating very real and very important social relationships that I knew would be key for me. However, I also knew that I was doing far too much with them. I was getting pulled into alliances, I was creating alliances, I was starting narratives, I was denying things, I was making people feel like my best friend, and I knew eventually it was all going to blow up. When I came into this game, I had one goal in mind, and that goal, besides winning, was to have fun. About 13 months ago, I left a game in round 2 on day 6, feeling completely distraught and swearing off these face-to-face style games for the rest of my life, saying that they would never be any good for me. But when I started this game, I made those social relationships, and I knew I was getting myself into trouble. I knew I was starting myself to do too much, but I couldn't help it because I genuinely cared and felt a connection to every single person that I spoke to in this game. When my shit hit the fan at top 11 after I so beautifully blew up my own game, I knew that I had to fight and I couldn't hold back at all. I'm not going to sit here and flex my competition wins. We all know I won a bunch, a record-setting amount maybe. Who's to say? But that's not, to me, what makes my game a winning game. What makes my game a winning game, in my eyes, is that I was the topic of conversation basically the whole game. Either I was leading the conversations or the conversations were starting to become about me. I was doing everything and anything in my power to make sure that I was good, even when I knew people were telling me what I wanted to hear. I spent the last half of this game feeling pretty alone, having to fight for myself. And I still managed to get 2 people to save me at top 5 and the one chance that they had to take me out since round 4 of this game. And ultimately, I know that I made my own in this game and I accomplished everything I wanted to. I hope that you all see that our relationships were genuine. I am not going to sit here and talk about my strategy or my big moves. I'm going to save that for questions. But just know that I'm very open to any criticism or anything anyone has to say about my game, and I will take it with open ears and a bad attitude.
All right. So with that, that concludes opening statements. We are now going to begin the interrogation from our Electoral College. As a reminder to all members of the Electoral College, you have 5 minutes. And keep an eye on the private chat section of StreamYard. Wow, I am so awake. StreamYard. Because that will be where we'll give you the 2 minute, 1 minute, 30 seconds, wrap it up. So, but with that in mind, have fun. First Electoral College member, please welcome back Andrew.
Bridget! I'm so excited for you! I can't believe it. I was so freaking excited. After you got screwed by the Pooh Brown Power Veto and Big Brother Cheesecake 7, I was like, I'm hoping that this works out for you. I'm just so freaking excited. I was just screaming. I lost my train of thought, but yeah, I'm so freaking excited. I can't believe it. I'd like to think that hopefully part of what may have helped you was the sort of Brenchel situation where, there's a duo, they get targeted, one leaves, and it helps the other one to get, further on. I just want to confirm, I think I already know the answer. I just want to confirm you were my 1 vote to stay, right? The round I was voted out.
Yes, I was.
Oh, thank God. Okay. And I'm still very excited. And Eric said I'm not allowed to say who I'm voting for, so I will not say anything, but I'm just so excited. Okay. Austin, on the other hand, I played 40 orgs. I just don't get in Big Brother orgs when, there's no lockets or idols or trinkets or anything. And based on what people told me that day, I thought the vote was going to be close. But a couple of people, including yourself, basically Jason, Louise, and you, were 3 votes that I was expecting to get. And for the week or so prior, everything was all, we're getting closer together. Oh, I trust you more. Oh, I want to work with you. You just said in your speech at Final 11, my game blew up. I was not one of the people that was against you at that point. So I don't understand why the need to lie to me or give me any kind of false hope when you could have just said, sorry, it's over. Because, in this case, it doesn't matter, but you were risking a jury vote by not just telling me the truth. Because if it was anybody else sitting next to you, I probably would not be voting for you based on that. But it is what it is. Again, I've played 40 orgs now. It's the way other people play. I don't play that way, but I get it. I'm not mad at you. Good luck to both of you. I don't have any questions. Sorry. But I love you both. And yeah, good luck.
I missed you.
I missed you too. Oh, it was so hard not to talk to you. Okay, bye.
All right. Thank you,
How do I
Andrew.
get out of here?
Oh, just click
Kick
on
me
the
out.
X. All right. So we're just waiting for Jason to make their way in here. And then we will continue to get rolling here. What? One down, 8 to go. All right. Now Jason just arrived. Please welcome back from the Electoral College, Jason.
I don't know how. Wait, what's happening?
I can see you. I can see you.
I'm so confused.
Yep. Just go to follow the sound of my voice. No.
Okay. Wait. How do I wait?
Yep. Oh, wait. There you go. Hello.
Where do I need to go?
You're here in the StreamYard. You're here. So fine. There should be a StreamYard tab somewhere.
Wait, on the bottom?
Are you on your phone or a computer?
Computer.
You on your computer? It should be a StreamYard tab at the top. Oh. Hey, it's season 2 alum Chris Stoner. Hey.
Sure.
Can you see us okay? Or not? So we're just waiting to see what's going on here. What I'll probably do is I'll also send the link to Justin as well. And yeah, okay. So I'm going to send the link to Justin as well. So whoever gets here first, we'll do it. So, all right. So we're going to find out. In the meantime, what's up? No. Shout out to the 20 people who are tuned in right now, which is awesome. Let's see. Anybody want to hear a good dad joke? Oh goodness. All right. Let's see here. Oh, looks like Jason got here first. So let's see if Jason, are you ready?
You're welcome.
Hello. You got it?
I'm confused.
Do you see us?
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
yes.
you're in. Let's go.
You're in. Let's do it. All right. Here we go.
Oh, am I asking questions? Oh my god! I told you I was in the bathroom.
Oh, yes. You're asking questions now. You're up.
All right. Sorry about that. Congratulations to y'all both. My first question, which you're probably going to be asked this a bunch, Bridget. Was there anyone else you would have preferred to be sitting in the final 2 with, besides Austin?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, like, I was okay, trying to like gather my thoughts as a first real question. Yeah, so I think out of the like final 5, let's say, um people might not like this, but I did think I wanted to sit next to Haley just slightly more. I think that Haley did play an incredible game and like would have totally deserved a win. I To be honest, a lot of it was the fear of speaking with like against a speech and debate bay. That would have probably been my, like, let's say from final 6, I think I still would have wanted to go with Haley.
Okay. Austin, how are you so good at challenges? What's the secret?
I am actually really glad that you asked this. I gave everything every single time because I've hosted and watched so many games where somebody is in a great position. They think that they can throw the next challenge. They are in a great position. They do throw the challenge and then shit changes and all of a sudden they're out the door. So I knew that I couldn't let that ever be a thing that could happen to me. So I just had to go hard as shit. Like, for example, the front runner with the bouncing the Tower of Cups. I spent, and I recorded 69 videos and spent I have over 2.5 hours of footage on my phone of me bouncing that ball. I wanted this so bad that I was just willing to do everything. I took extensive notes. I was observant of everything that was going on in the calls, just in case something was going to be a challenge or asked later. So I knew that my game needed to be the game that it was. So I just had to go hard as shit and put a lot of effort into it.
Okay, well, pretty much all I have. I wish you both the best of luck, and I'm going to stop embarrassing myself for the night.
You're amazing, Jason. No worries.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave now.
All right, so you may go ahead. Yep. Okay, perfect. All right. Next up, please welcome our next member from the Electoral College. Please welcome back Justin.
Hello. How you both doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Congrats. You both played really strong games, very different games, but I'm happy for you both. I'll start with you, Austin. I think one of the potential negative perceptions of your game, and I want to give you a chance to address this, would be that there's three parts of this game. You absolutely crushed the comps. Social and strategic, you kind of were up and down. And there was a period where you were maybe dead in the water if you didn't win comps, or Louise won comps. And that just happened for like 5 straight rounds. So generally comps is the portion of the game that I respect least, but I want to give you a chance to talk about, do you feel like there were strategic and social things that you did that kept you in this game between like final 11 and final 5 when there's other motivations for keeping you around?
Absolutely. So I feel the same way. Like, for me personally, like the physical part of the game is like whatever. You could win every single comp and still play a shitty game. And I don't think I played a perfect game. But I will say I do think I played a really good social game, and I do think I played a really good strategic game. I fell down 100 times. I got up 101. I made mistakes left, right, and center, but I did what I needed to do to mend those relationships. You and I had a very close social connection the entire game, and I was able to use that to get information that completely changed the trajectory of the game for me. If you hadn't told me about the 4-person chat with Jake, Sam, and Bridget, I wouldn't, not Bridget, sorry, Jake, Sam, and Kevin. If you wouldn't have told me about that chat, then I would have made probably very different nominations that night. But I knew that Jake was playing the middle, and strategically, I knew that it was good to make him choose a side publicly, expose that he was telling everybody exactly what they wanted to hear, drive a bit of a wrench in between Jake and Haley, and like do what I could to change the narrative to Austin is lying to everyone, Austin is playing everyone, to someone else is lying to everyone, someone else is playing everyone. And then again at 6, because Sam and I maintained a good personal relationship, we were able to sit there and compare notes about what Shayna had been saying to me and what she had been saying to everyone else, and what Haley had been saying to me and what Haley had been saying to everyone else. And with that information, I was able to make very smart moves in the end game at 6, 5, 4, and 3. I think I did the best thing I could have in each of those rounds.
Cool. Great. One more question for you. I will say, Austin, there are a ton of things that I absolutely love about you, and you know that. One of the things that maybe sometimes rubbed me the wrong way a little bit, and I think it's just your style, and you'll admit this, you're a bit more harsh, blunt, aggressive maybe than I am, than many people are who play these games. So there were a couple of comments that you would make about people that to me teetered on the edge of not about game, but about like their real life. And you were like, this isn't even about game, but this person's a so-and-so. How do you like draw that line between what is okay to say like in a game sense and what you feel is like inappropriate and you don't want to talk about?
I am also glad that you brought this up, because I am a very emotional person. I'm not using this as an excuse, but I do have borderline personality disorder, which I disclosed to, I think, you and only you this season. And that means that my sense of self and like my decision-making processes fluctuate constantly. I don't really have much of a sense of self, despite how big of a personality, like character, whatever. That is a really hard thing for me. And so when I'm getting emotional and I'm charged up, sometimes I can say things that definitely like do cross a line. And it's not something I'm proud of, but it comes from a place of passion. Anyone who I've said anything about, a lot of people, Bridget, Jake, have come to me and were like, hey, what did you mean by this? Why did you say this? And I am very apologetic for those things, but they were just heat of the moment things that I'm not proud of, but it's just a part of myself that I have to control. And it's a daily thing.
Good answer. Thank you. Bridget, I know my time is running out, but I did want to address you as well. I think one of the potential criticisms that you will face tonight is that you were a little bit selective in who you played with, and you didn't choose to play with everybody, which I do think there are pros to that because you're not betraying people maybe as much. But can you talk about what strategically went into that and why you maybe chose to play with certain people and not invest in others?
Yeah, so one of the things was kind of like what you said, just if I am not making deals with everybody, I'm not breaking deals as much. And that was something that I really wanted to be conscious about, especially seeing, the way that people playing the middle, their games were kind of imploding. I like wanted to be kind of the other option. And I did want to make myself available to folks too, like even if we didn't start off on the same side, we like got there eventually. I think Haley and Jake I definitely got very close to in the end game, and I think that those were like two really key relationships for me. And the other thing is just in the past, and like I don't know, this is like kind of the social dynamics of this cast. I feel like there's a lot of like more extroverty people. I have been kind of before, not always, but I have been like seen as more of a social threat in the past. And I wanted to like not have any threat level at all as much as possible and let it be helpful.
Great. That's awesome. I know my time is done. I also want to ask you, like, at some point in this game, I want you to understand or explain your relationship with Austin, because that's really confusing to me, because I know you guys were way up and down, and I just don't know, like, what that all looked like. I'm very curious. Even if it's after the episode or whatever, I'll talk to you about that. So you're both great. Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much, Justin. Next up, we have Kevin.
Hi. First off, I want to say congratulations to both you two for being here. I do commend both of you. You both came here in what I view as different directions. I wanted to quote this. I quoted it to Sam at one point in the season. One of my favorite episodes of the TV show Futurama is Godfellows, and it's season 3, episode 20. And one of the things that is told to Bender is if you do too much, people will expect everything of you. If you do nothing, people will lose faith. You have to use a light touch. And then at the very end, God says, if you do things right, people won't think you've done anything at all. And for a good portion of this game, I hate saying it, Bridget, you must have been doing things right, because from a viewpoint, I didn't see you as doing too much. I know you did things in the back that weren't, you and I didn't really talk that much. We didn't, play. What did we say the round that I went? We were adjacent to the same group. We had the same goals. We had the same everything. You and I weren't closely aligned. At one point, Austin and I were very closely aligned. In my game, at least, I thought we were closely aligned. And when your game blew up, I felt you drift away from me, and you didn't want my input, and you didn't want, like I just kind of became a person on the back burner for you. And I understand you both made it to the end and everything. So like I said, congratulations for that. You did it. Austin, you beat me in every competition, very slimly, but you did. I guess I'm trying to, I don't really have a lot of questions. I'm still trying to, get the lay of the land, as Jason or Justin said. I am curious as when you two got together, and I hope somebody else asked the question, because one question I want to ask both of you is, Austin, at what point was I no longer in your long-term plan? And please don't explain it, just say.
Final 12.
Okay. Bridget, when was I no longer in your long-term plan?
You were never in my long-term plan, to be honest.
I figured as much. Okay. And then I will start. Let's go ahead and start with Bridget. With what you both know about me, why should I personally give you my vote? With what you know about me and my values and what I believe And personally, why should I give you my vote? Personally.
Did you say you were starting with one of us, or I forgot?
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. No, I'm so glad that like I get to talk to you specifically about this, because when I was like kind of preparing my material, I was thinking about how I feel like you and I kind of did play similar games. You know, we were kind of like seemed like on the margins, but we're more in the mix than people thought we were. I was really looking forward, like at that point, to working with you like the rest of the game, actually. So like you were kind of in my long-term plans, like right before you left. And I feel like that was kind of a fork in the road. And I feel like there's another universe where like you are in the spot that I'm in right now. So I feel like I've always kind of felt like since that round, I felt kind of like connected to you and your style of game. And I think that like I also underestimated your game, and like as I've gone on and like thought about it and like seen the landscapes, like yeah, I don't know. I feel like we are in similar different branches.
Thank you. I don't want to cut you
All
off,
right,
but I'm
certainly.
running out of time. Austin, same question.
Well, you talked a lot, especially early on, about how you're a really loyal person, you're a very steadfast person, you're a very like what you say is what you get type of person. And if you're voting based off of who is most like you, I don't deserve your vote. I lied to you. I made you feel disposable, and I never really made you a priority past the second or third round of the game. But what I also know about you is that you're an absolute competitor. And Bridget's answer just proved how correct I was in making sure that the two of you were the final noms on that front runner, because you two were in a position to come together and play a very, very strong game. I know that you're a smart person. I know that you're an analytical person. And if you're looking at this game from who accomplished their goals, who got what they want at what point in time, then the answer is me. If you're voting based off of who you would maybe feel better about based on how you play, the answer is Bridget. Whichever one you decide, that's up to you, and I respect it.
All right. Well, I believe I am either close or out of time. Once again, I want to congratulate both of you for making the end. And always know that, you guys both made it to the end in your own games, and whoever ends up winning this season deserves to win the season, regardless of what anybody else has to say. Once again, congrats, and best of luck answering these last few questions you guys are going to be getting. They are a lot more angry than I was whenever I left. So, bye.
Thank you, Kevin. Next up, please welcome, and I believe it's like 2:30 in the morning for Louise. It is Louise.
Not the mute button. Hello. Yeah, Kevin kind of hit the nail on the head when he said that next couple people were a little bit angrier. Yeah, I'm just gonna jump straight into questions because I don't wanna sit here and preach and whatever because it's no point. Bridget, I'll start with you. I'll be honest. I was a bit hurt that you kind of decided to tell people about my power, about kind of flipping on me, making sure I kind of went up. When in my eyes, I know you were hurt by Megan leaving, and you say you were blindsided. But I look back on our conversations, and I told you that Megan didn't have the votes to stay. So I was kind of shocked for you to be that upset at me when I had stated that she didn't have the votes. I also feel like from that point on, I sent you messages as well, and there was one specific message where I told you I've never been after you. I wanted to be able to get along with you and talk to you, and you kind of just responded with like an okay, yeah, thank you, And then when it came to you and Kevin being on the block, I was like, okay, I'm a little bit busy today, so I'm sure people will check in on me when they need to for the noms. And for neither of you or Kevin to check in on me was like, okay, that's fine. I sent you a message. I said, hi, how are you? How are you doing? How do you feel? And you just went, I have the votes. I have the votes to stay. I'm feeling okay. it's like, you didn't care about my vote then. Why should I care about giving you my vote now? I feel like every time I've tried to build a bridge, you've repeatedly knocked it down. That's like kind of how I felt in terms of you. And you can respond to that however you want.
Oh,
I
so
genuinely wanna know.
okay, yeah. I was just trying to remember what the question was. Yeah. No, I definitely think that if I have any regrets in this game, I think the only one would be, like, really the only one would be the way that I managed the relationship with you. I don't regret leaking the advantage because it got an advantage out and it got you clocked as the strong, like, competent, incredible player that you are. I do, regarding the Meg vote, I remember, and like, maybe I'm wrong, but the way I remember it is that you said, I don't think she has the votes. And then suddenly Justin and Jason, or I think Jason had told you that he was voting to save Meg. So like it seemed like it was kind of like, we don't know what's happening, whatever. And then it became, okay, we have the votes. And then but then I was also thinking like, okay, well, at least if we don't have the votes, then definitely, I can trust Austin and Louise that they didn't flip, but like you did. Other than that, I do feel bad. I think I was just like intimidated and I wasn't sure. I didn't think you would have my back. I didn't feel good at that point asking for your vote because I did feel like I'd fumbled the ball with you. So I felt like it would have been fake for me to be like, hey, so you want to save me, right? That would have felt fake to me, but I also understand your perspective on that situation too. So I do regret the way that, sorry, I have something in my throat, the way that our relationship shook out.
Yeah, and this wasn't me to chew you out or anything. It's the one thing that's really been playing on my mind, and I knew if you got here, that's what I wanted to ask, because I did feel like very disregarded. Like my vote didn't matter. You had already pushed me to the side, and that's how I felt. But thank you for clearing that up. I'm gonna move on because I know that I've only got like 2 minutes left. Austin, where do I start? I feel so lucky to have been able to play with you. Me and my sincere era. I know we're not allowed to say about what we're doing, but like, yeah, I love you so much, and I wouldn't have chose anyone else to have my back. I do hope you were as loyal to me as I was to you. Listen, I knew you had other things, and I let you be you, but I truly enjoyed playing with you. And if you go on to win this, like the best decision I think I made in the game was using that debate pass on you. I wanted to just ask you, in a time where you didn't have agency, how did winning competitions help you take control and create your own agency?
Yeah, let me look at my handy dandy chart of the season. I kind of touched on this with Justin's question, but when I chose to nominate one person who was in this newly formed alliance, Sam, against one person who was on the outside of this alliance, Jason, I knew that I was forcing Jake's hand to make a decision, and I had a feeling he was probably going to vote out Jason just based on the fact that he hadn't told me any of the information I knew about his game. So I was able to use that competition win to expose his game a little bit. And then I was also able, after that, I still feel like people were just kind of telling us what we wanted to hear. And so when I won the debate pass on your front runner round, saving Jake, I felt, was a move to give myself more agency and show him that I was willing to work with him after the ups, downs, and lower downs that we had been through before and after that. So I think that answers your question.
Yeah, totally. I'm basically out of time now, so I just want to say best of luck, and yeah, I do think at the end of the day you both were very good players, and yeah, I wish you nothing but the best. Bye.
Thank you so much, Louise. Up next, Please welcome back into the White House, Sam.
Hi. Okay, so first of all, like, congratulations on just killing it, the both of you making finale. I am so proud and so happy to see you both here. Okay, my first question for both of you, I want to know, what have you learned about yourself playing this game? Whoever wants to go.
Okay, I'll let Bridget get that thing out of her throat. No, I learned that I am still a work in progress. I left the last game I played feeling like there was something wrong with me. I entered this game feeling like I had fixed that something wrong with me. And around probably the time you could have guessed, things got really real for me. And I responded in a better way than I would have a year ago, but still not in the mature, thoughtful, like calculated way that I would like to respond things, both on a personal level and a game level. But I was able to not like wallow in that sadness. So I say I'm a work in progress because like I'm so much better than I was the last time I played one of these. But I know that there are things I could have done better, but I'm still so proud of the progress that has been made.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I had a similar, not a similar game journey, but definitely a similar emotional journey to Austin. I feel like we were down at similar points in the game. And I guess what I learned is that I am more resilient than I thought I am. And I guess I don't know if this is like about myself, but I feel like I did get a little more self acceptance throughout this game. I know who I am. I know what my strengths are, and my weaknesses don't always have to be weaknesses. Sometimes they can be like cute little quirky, you know, details.
All right, and I also want to hear from each of you on a game level. Talk to me about what you are most proud of that you've accomplished in the game. Um, Eric, how much time do I have?
You have officially 2 minutes and 26 seconds.
Okay, so 1 minute, 10 seconds each. Austin, go first. Just what do you want us to know about your game? What are you proud of?
I think I'm proud of the way that I made my own in this game. I knew that because of my personality and because of the way that I come off as very energetic, as very personable, people are going to be thinking that I'm going to have a million shit things going on. So at the beginning of this game, I felt like I had to have a million things going on or I would be a target before too long. I then poured an entire gasoline on that, lit it on fire, laughed at it, cried about it for a couple days, and then got up and was able to not only win competitions to get me here, but I was able to make moves and choose who was in the line of fire when. And I was able to very successfully navigate everyone else and their emotions towards me. Everybody had an entire arc with me, whether they chose to or not. And staying at the final five, I think, was a testament to how well I downplayed the potential for me to get jury votes. That's all.
I think I'm most proud of the times when I stood my ground and got what I wanted to happen. One example of that being you staying. I'm not going to say that you staying over Justin, like, I'm not going to say that I did that by myself. Obviously, I didn't, but I really dug my heels in. I wanted it to happen. I wasn't budging and I threw my extra vote on it. Like, you weren't going to change my mind there. I also honestly am proud of getting Shayna out at 5. I think that it was the move that made the most sense. I feel like she played the cleanest game out of everybody that was there. And I am proud of myself for um, seeing through, because obviously there is, like, the Austin of it all, the Haley of it all these big threats that are being talked about. And I feel like I saw through that and made a good call.
Awesome, thank you. I'm not sure how much time we have. I think we're nearing the end, but I think regardless of the outcome here today, you should both be so proud of like everything that you've accomplished in this game. It's been a pleasure playing with both of you, and I really just want to take up my whole 5 minutes, so I'm still talking. And I'm probably gonna get cut off. Okay, love you, bye.
Yeah, right on time, Sam. Thank you. All right. Next up, please welcome back Shayna.
Sup, bitches? Miss me? Just kidding. Probably not. Anyways, I'll start with Bridget. So, Bridget, your challenge game was weak. Your strategic game was subpar. Your social game was absolute shit. So, I guess I just want to name, or I just want you to name one move that was yours and not Sam's, other than me, until Sam left. Because you said, even in your opening speech, that you played a lot of Sam's game. I want to know something you did in the up until Final 5 that was not dependent on anyone else and just you.
When I got you put on the block against
No.
as the renown. Okay, so it can't involve Sam at all.
That's Sam's move. You didn't convince Sam to do that. Sam did that.
Okay, I was the big part of that conversation, but like that's okay. I'm not gonna get your vote, Shayna, and you came in here.
I just want to know.
I don't.
It wasn't Sam.
That what wasn't Sam?
Like anything in the game that didn't involve Sam, because I know, like socially,
when I made a final 2 with Haley at final 9.
Okay.
Then I didn't do anything, Shayna. I know I'm not getting your vote.
Awesome. Anyways, Austin, hi, love you. What was your biggest game regret? And I also want to know, because you were working with a lot of people in this game, who was your actual allegiance to, say, going into Final 8?
So I would say, sorry, I forgot the first question.
Your biggest regret. Sorry, I asked.
Oh, yeah, my biggest regret. I mean, my biggest regret, honestly, is not throwing the debate pass where I didn't use it on Jake or Haley and then felt the need to blow up my game afterward. Because if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have thrown you under the bus. I wouldn't have exposed the pirate hookers. I wouldn't have blown everything up. And I would have been able to ride my everybody loves me a little bit longer before shit got real. Mm-hmm. And at Final 8, I would say my biggest loyalty was obviously still to Louise. And then short-term you, but I was never willing to sit next to you at the end. So like I wanted to go to like 4 or 3 with you. Yeah. And then depending on what, because Jake and I's relationship changed basically depending on what mood we woke up in. So some days it was Jake, some days it wasn't. But primarily Louise, and then like you, kind of, because I knew as much as you liked me and as much as you were being real with me, you were also just telling me what I needed to hear. So it was like, Louise obviously I knew was never going to do anything against me.
Okay. I honestly don't have anything else. Congrats to both of you. You both played a great game and obviously outplayed my ass. No hard feelings, I promise. It's all good. Congrats.
Thank you, Shayna. Moving on. Let's welcome back Jake.
Hi, guys. I want to say congratulations. I love you both so much. Like, this is like, I'm so proud of both of you guys. I'm still trying to think of a question, so I'm just going to talk and like I have some notes. So we're just going to go from that. Austin, you said that, you know, getting me to show my cards and at the Sam vote where I saved Sam against Jason, like that was like to blow up my game. I didn't think of it that way, but that's actually really cool. And like, that was like a smart move. Bridget, I guess my question for you, I always felt like it was pulling teeth getting to talk to you at all, like getting like you to like ever say anything. Was that intentional, or what was your strategy behind like intentionally like not saying a whole bunch of words on call ever.
On call?
Like I don't know, I felt like it was always just like awkward silence, and I did like 90% of like just a
Oh,
rambling. So I didn't know if it was like, if that was intentional or whatever.
No, honestly, with you specifically, and I don't know if other people experience this, but with you specifically, I felt like you just like talked a lot and I was like waiting for like a minute. That's honestly, that's what it is. That was not a strategy. That was just, I guess, how we were vibing.
No, I love that. I think I got awkward with it, and then I just kept rambling. So okay, that's awesome. Austin, my question for you, I want to know what part of your body you had crossed when you promised you wouldn't give me fourth.
Oh, none of them, but I came into this game knowing that the word promise meant nothing to me. I knew that I was going to have to do the absolute most, sell my soul, put my wife's life on the line. Like, I literally, for those of you who aren't aware of the context, I swore to Jake I would go to Final 2 with him at Final 6 when he chose not to use. I told him if he doesn't use the debate pass on Sam or Bridget, he will be my Final 2. And I swore on my wife's life. And like, there were moments where I was like, I would go to Final 2 with Jake, but like, that didn't mean shit to me, babe. Sorry. But
No,
my sides were crossed.
No, it's funny. I kept asking you, like, show me your feet, show me everything. And I'm not showing you my feet.
I'm not doing feet for free.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, well, I still don't have questions. I think you both are awesome. And regardless of what anybody says, you two are sitting here, and all of us who are mad aren't. So don't take it personal. Be proud of your game. Good luck, guys. I'm done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jake. And last but definitely not least, you just saw Haley a moment ago. Haley's back. Please welcome Haley.
Hey, bitches, I'm back.
Oh my god, you look so good. I haven't seen you today.
Oh my god, it's been so long. Like, you totally didn't just evict me. It's fine. I'll hold this for a second. Haley was robbed. It's true, bitches. We're gonna play a game real quick. So you're both gonna close your eyes, and then I'm just gonna say each member of the Electoral College if you think you have their vote.
Okay, but I want to know, like, to what degree of confidence? Do you, like, are you saying probably or like definitely?
Let's say like a 9 out of 10. Okay, Andrew, Jason, Justin, Kevin, Louise, Sam, Shayna, Jake, and then yours truly, me. Okay, you guys can open your eyes. I didn't have anything prepared because I honestly thought that I was gonna, hopefully win the comp and then beat either of y'all. Because I probably would have. But good choice for evicting me. Nothing but love. I'm so excited that I was even being in the final 3 with you guys. It's truly been an honor. You guys have been amazing. And I think another question I want to ask, since I have some time, is what was like a turning point in your game that you felt very vulnerable to where you felt like, oh, I actually have a chance to win this thing?
For me, Louise going home, I felt like if I didn't win out, my game was absolutely over. Because like I had you telling me that you and Shayna were going to be like my path forward after that. But then not long after that, I had Sam telling me that you were just gaslighting the fuck out of me very successfully and like very much kind of playing me against Jake. And when I realized that, I knew that if I could get Sam out at 6, I had a very, very, very good shot at sitting here. So when I won that Final 6 front runner, I felt like it was very close to me having the game. As close
right.
as
No, during that point, I did want Sam gone, so I was just telling her what she wanted to hear at that point. But I think you played an incredible game, Austin, like truly. Go ahead, Bridget.
Sorry, what was the question?
Oh, I said, what do you think?
The turning point. Yes,
turning point in the game.
Yeah, no, I think mine was when I stayed over Kevin, because I think what Austin said at that point like was absolutely right. And to their credit, I feel like they saw my game more than a lot of people. And I feel like at that point, like I realized like I'm going to be able, there's so much going on right now, nobody's going to be looking at me. And I feel like I was able to kind of like wield my influence from behind the scenes and make things happen the way I wanted them to.
Right.
after that point.
Right. I think it was very interesting because I was going to ask if you were going to take me over Austin, but you kind of already answered that during one of the questions. I appreciate that. Vigilante shit for life. You already know. I think you're a beautiful person inside and out, and don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve to be here because you truly do. And I stand by that. LGBT for life. I love you guys, and good luck. Can't wait to listen to your closing speech. Bye.
Thank you, Haley. All right. The interrogation is now over. You can take a deep breath. You made it through. Great job, everybody. We are now going to do our final closing statements before we open the polls. As a reminder, Bridget will go first, and then Austin will go second. You will have 3 minutes for your closing statements, and I'll do the same thing, 1 minute 30, 1 minute 30 seconds, wrap it up. All right. Make it count. This is your final chance to address the Electoral College before power shifts back to them. We'll start with Bridget, then we'll go to Austin. Best of luck.
So to me, I think one of my favorite things about these games is how anybody can win under the right set of circumstances. And we all come in with different strengths, weaknesses, with different sets of knowledge, with different experiences, and with just like different, um, lives that we've had. Um, we have to figure out what to do with those strengths. I will never be the comp beast. I'm bad at puzzles. I'm not like whatever. I did win 2 comps though, so I don't think my comp performance was trash. Um, I'm not going to be the like strategic mastermind that is like, the puppet master pulling the strings or the loudest person in the room. I used what I had, which was like my, quirky little unique social game where I wedged myself between the people who were calling the shots. I hid there, I whispered secrets, some little lies, but mostly I told the truth. I was under the radar and stealthy, but I wasn't afraid to be loud and opinionated. I didn't lay low and chase the majority unless I was waiting for something better. I made my preferences known and followed through, even if it didn't make a difference in the final outcome of the vote. Like when I used my extra vote to keep Sam in the game. She didn't end up needing it, but I put my foot down to sway that outcome in my favor. And I played boldly, I took risks, but I kept my target small. I allowed myself to have enemies so that people could see me as a reliable number to take out their target. I took the leap of faith that I could survive without being in every alliance or without being in everybody's corner. And that leap of faith paid off. I paced myself, I let the power players pick each other off, tire each other out, and that's why I'm still here.
Thank you, Bridget. Last but definitely not least, Austin.
When I started this game 38 days ago, day 0 was a real day. I don't understand why we erased that. When I started this game 38 days ago, I was on that first night call, and I decided I'm going to leave. So I hung up, and then the conversation ended within a minute or two, and the call was empty. That was just the first example of the impact that I had on this game. At each and every point, I was either the main character or the main antagonist. Ultimately, I came here, I fought so hard, and I have a story that I think is that of a winner. Regardless of what happens with the jury votes tonight, whether I get 0 or 9, I am leaving this game feeling like an absolute winner because I didn't lose myself in this process. I was able to stick to who I was, not get too in my head to the point where it became unhealthy, and I was able to keep up. I never tired. This season was a whole endurance competition. And after days upon days of spending every waking second I could either preparing for challenges, going over my notes on the season, or talking to all of you, I did everything I could at every point throughout this season. When I serve on a jury in games, I've never served on a jury in life. Sorry, reach out to me, US government, if you would like to change that. When I serve on a jury in games, what's most important to me is what the most satisfying ending of the story is. If you think in 5 years, when you look back on the President Corrupt Bargain, that you are going to think of anyone other than me as one of the main faces of the season at every moment, then don't vote for me. But I know in my heart, and I'm sure so many of you know as well, that I laid it all out there. I tried harder than anyone else at every given point in time when I had to work the hardest. Whether I did it by competitions, social, or strategic gameplay, I was able to create the path for myself to get myself here and hopefully to earn the title of the president. I was the most corrupt. I was constantly bargaining. So if you think that is what deserves the title of the President Season 4 Corrupt Bargain, then give it to Austin. You all just experienced an entire summer of Sopco. And I think the only way to end that correctly is by voting for me to be the president. Thank you all so much.
Austin, Bridget, congratulations. You have done all that you can do. And now the power shifts back to the Electoral College. In a moment, they will be able to cast their votes for a winner. Whoever receives the most votes at the end of this poll will be our 4th president. No matter what happens tonight, you both have done a wonderful job. This has been an amazing game, but there can only be one winner. Electoral College, the time is about to approach. In a moment, I will say the magic words. You will then go to your production chats to vote for a winner. You are voting for someone to win. This is not a vote to eliminate. The person with the most votes will win. Best of luck to both of you. Electoral College, for the final time this season, the polls are open.
you, the one looking at your phone. I have a question for you. If you could name anyone in your life to be your running mate for president, who would it be and why? We've asked this question to hundreds of applicants across all 4 seasons. This January, we put it to the test. See you this winter, losers.
Everyone, I have the votes, but before we officially announce the winner of this game, I want to take a couple selfish moments to really briefly address all of you for a couple different things. First of all, I know there was like some technical difficulties during that countdown. I'm not sure what happened there. I mean, anybody seen it? I didn't see anything, but some people are saying that like the chief of staff broke in or something. I don't know. That was weird. But anyways, that's a whole other thing for another day. All right. So with that in mind, I just want to take a moment. First off, to the candidates, all 16 of you who played this season, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This was one hell of a season. It was so much fun to watch all of you play. You went for it from day 0 to day 37. And it was just so much fun to watch all of you play this game. This is what the president is all about. The wheeling and dealing, the corruption, the lobbying, and everything in between. And just thank you for playing your hearts out for 37 days. This was one of our toughest seasons yet, and you all rose to the occasion. To our Viewers Lounge. To the Viewers Lounge, one of our most active Viewers Lounges in 4 seasons of The President. You made this season so much fun. The discussions we've had, the memes, the roundtables, the everything. It was so much fun to watch, and I'm so thrilled. It was one of our biggest Viewers Lounges in President history. Thank you for your support this season. It truly means a lot. Thank you to those who helped and volunteered and gave ideas for like challenges and like help with like the Discord and things like that. You are such a valuable part of our President family as well. To the alumni for your continued support as well. But before we announce the winner, I gotta introduce 2 more people into the room here. And Christian, if you are watching this as well, you are also watching, and I'm giving you a giant hug as well. We got to give the biggest standing ovation to Bill, Phil, and Christian. They've done so much behind the scenes. This has been one of our most crazy seasons, in the good sense of the word crazy. But the most corrupt season that you would say, and I don't know where I was going with that, but none of that is even possible without the help of Bill, Christian, and Phil. once again, another fantastic season. And Phil, congratulations. You survived your first season on production. Well done, man.
Amazing. I'm ready to have a winner, Eric. That's really what I want.
Yeah, seriously. Let's get this started. But not to interrupt Eric and all of the flowers, but like Eric deserves all of the world for putting this together. It is truly a fam, and we love him.
Oh, you too. Big hugs all around. Thank you. All right, they're waiting. Let's do it. We got a winner to announce. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go over here. All right, Austin and Bridget, you have made this a real fun season to watch. And no matter how the vote comes out tonight, both of you should be extremely proud of the games you have both played. We are going to have a deserving winner no matter who it is. And one thing is definitely for sure. In the wheelings and dealings of politics in this corrupt world of ours, you two knew how to navigate it all. And these votes and this opportunity to be vice president and president is the true reward for this great season for both of you. So congratulations. It's time to stop stalling. We have to get to these votes. It is time to announce a winner. Best of luck to both of you. Andrew has certified his vote for Bridget. Jason certified his vote for Austin. Justin has certified his vote for Austin. Kevin has certified his vote for Austin. 3 votes Austin, 1 vote Bridget. Louise certified their vote for Austin. 4 votes Austin, 1 vote Bridget. It takes 5 to win. Sam has certified her vote for the winner of the President Corrupt Bargain, Austin Sopko. And to confirm as well, Shayna, Jake, Haley, all voted for Austin as well. Congratulations, Austin, and congratulations to Bridget, our vice president as well.
Wow, great game. Oh my gosh.
Great game. Oh my goodness. Austin, I have to hear from you. You are the 4th president of this org. How do you feel?
I feel like I just abolished all men. God, thank you. Thank you all of production. Thank you so much, Bridget. You are such an amazing person. I'm so glad that I got to experience this with you. Thank you to everyone on the jury, voted for me or not. Thank you to everyone in this game. Thank you to my incredible, loving wife who is watching this from work right now, Sage. I promise you won't have to deal with this shit for much longer. It's over. You're free. You will get my attention. I couldn't do it without you. And I never thought that this moment would come. I am so beyond words right now. Thank you.
Absolutely, Austin. Congratulations. And Bridget, congratulations to you as well on a phenomenal season. The vice president of this org. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Oh wow, what a great season, everybody. So the party's not done. We are going to be sending out a Zoom link to everyone momentarily to celebrate our reunion. The pre-jury's coming back. The Electoral College is coming back. Obviously, Vice President Bridget and President Austin will be partying as well. We got funny stuff, awards, you name it. It's going to be phenomenal. Oh my gosh, congratulations to both of you. What a great season. We will see you, everyone, again this winter, 2024, for another great season. Until then, have a good night, everybody.